cross grip like that. So you can start with the regular judo grip and then switch as you go down. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's good to have the cross grip already, because I think a lot of you do start with this position when you're going for collar drags and those type of single leg and things like that, okay? So I will pull from this position quite often, all right? But you need to be careful of this, because what am I giving him with a cross collar? I'm giving him my arm, but more I'm giving him my back. There's really nothing kind of stopping him to curl around. So when I do this grip, I need to be fast and get that pull quickly, okay? So make sure, guys, when you're getting the sleeve grip, make sure it's a really good grip, okay? So thumb in, roll out. But not just that, I want you to start like digging your knuckles into their wrist or getting into the side like that. Start like punching his arms down. Don't just leave it like this, you know? Don't leave it free hanging. Get it in nice and tight like that, okay? That does pay dividends for you. This grip, don't go too high. This doesn't really serve much purpose, right? You want to be a little bit high, but not all the way low. This gives you nothing. There's too much slack. Okay, so just a Goldilocks right here by the collarbone, all right? So put your foot on the hip, pull him down, and then weave your foot right to his bicep or his shoulder. I prefer the shoulder, all right? The bicep's not wrong, but this is more of a spider grip, okay? I want the shoulder because I really want to push him away. I want to create this angle right here, okay? That foot on his hip is like kind of wrapped around like that, right? Just dug in there, really strong, all right? These two grips, as soon as you sit, I want you to pull him into you and create this sideways imbalance here, like that, all right? And I want your general angle towards the sleeve side. So I don't want you laying like this. This creates a weak collar sleeve that he's gonna get out. Very easy to get out. So I want your general direction this way. This creates it very strong, okay? So let's start with that, and then I want you to go to the triangle, which I'll work in a second, okay? So your grip, or start with judo grip, feet on the hips, sit, make your switch if you need to, and immediately to either the bicep or the shoulder, okay? Like I said, I prefer the shoulder if you can. Lean this way, extend that hip, but it doesn't need to be like all the way like this, all right? I want tension by pulling him in. So I'm putting a little tension on his hip, and I'm pushing his shoulder away from here. If he's looking at me, if I can see his eyes, I'm gonna yank him in. Give him a nice little yank, and slide him right to that crook of your knee, and chop him down like that, okay? While I'm doing that, on the opposite side, I'm pulling his arm, but he's grabbing me, so I'm not like gonna pull it up here, but you still can kind of drag him up. There's slack in my collar here. That's not gonna let him keep it right in place, right? So I get the angle I want, lean this way, drag him in, right to the crook of my knee, chop him down, lock. It might not be perfect, but once I get this lock, I'm gonna start adjusting fast, move that arm across, check my shin, get nice and tight, start moving my ankles, and squeeze him down, all right? It might not always be pretty, but it's absolutely gonna work. The reason is, for a really good triangle, if they're like this, like a guillotine, like an actual French guillotine, chopping his neck down, that's when it's the most dangerous, okay? And that's what we wanna create, is that pull through, and he's like that, that's it. There's no coming back from that.